Hi, I'm Albert.
Hi, I'm Danny.
Hi, I'm Jazz.
Hi, I'm Toby.
Welcome to Gamer State.
Hey yo, what is going on, you guys? It's Toby here from Gamer's Take. 2016 has come and it has arrived. You know what that means, guys. It's time to take a look back at 2015 and discuss and see what the best of the best movies to come out of it were. But before we get into that list, I want to first give you guys the honorable mentions first, because I feel like there was still a little bit other movies that were still really good. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer here, okay? This is my personal opinion of these movies that I liked. Now, even though there is an order of 1 through 10 or whatever, to me, these movies are all on an even playing field, each one having something I liked, something I didn't like, but overall, I can watch each one of these movies over and over and over again, and that to me makes these movies my top 10 list. But like I said, we have honorable mentions, and these movies I would also watch over and over again. So let us begin with Inside Out. Guys, I've never had such a memorable experience watching this movie. It is just such a amazing movie. It's a very touching movie. It made me tear up a lot, but you know, it's still an awesome movie. The Gift is a surprising movie that I did not expect to be such a great movie. And when I was making my list, I was really debating on trying to put it on there, but I just couldn't. That's why it's on here. But Joel Edgerton and everyone involved in this movie, they did an amazing job. And it is by far a very interesting, creepy movie as well to watch. The Intern. I don't know, people may not like this movie, but to me, I liked it. It's a very touching story of a workaholic and an older gentleman that, you know, tries to bring balance into Anne Hathaway's life, the older gentleman being Robert De Niro. And I liked it really a lot. You know, again, this movie kind of made me tear up towards the end of this movie. Ex Machina, another honorable mention. Guys, this movie, the best way I can describe this movie to you guys is that this movie just makes you think. And it makes you think hard. Maybe that's why I like it. American Ultra, the last honorable mention, and do not shoot me for saying this, okay? I like this movie. It is a very, very fun movie. I don't want to say necessarily it's a shut off your brain and just enjoy it movie, but I feel like that is possibly one of the best ways to describe it. It's just a fun overall movie, guys. It's amazing. While people were going to watch freaking Agent 47, which was a shit movie, I will talk about that on my next list, but American Ultra was by far a very funny and entertaining movie. Now that we've got past all the honorable mentions, now it's time to actually talk about the top 10 list. And the first one being number 10, Sicario. Holy crap, guys, this movie is a very, very dark, gritty movie. And the best comparison I can possibly give it, it's kind of, I'm not saying it is, but it's kind of like Black Mass, where it's just dark, it's a gritty movie. The only difference being Emily Blunt was in this movie and she did a fantastic performance. And everything was just so beautifully shot. I liked it, guys. You should, if you guys have not seen it, by all means, go check it out. Number 9, Jurassic World. This movie was amazing. I think that's the best way to describe this movie. It's amazing. I will say that the CGI was a little bit being CGI at times, but it was still well acted, well shot, and freaking Chris Pratt, man. He was probably one of the biggest stars of this movie, and his performance was just amazing, and I like this movie. Number 8, Creed. You know, I'm not I'm not too into boxing, but I do remember seeing the old Rocky movies when I was a kid with my dad. And I gotta say, this movie, comparing it to the old Rocky movies, it's on par with the first Rocky movie. It's not as, I don't want to say it's as good or it beats it out, but I think it's on par with it, and I just really liked it. Number 7, The Kingsmen. Oh man, this movie was fun. This movie was a really fun movie, and I think it's a movie where you can really, like, even the people that were making this movie knew that it was just gonna be a fun movie. They avoided the old cliches of the villain monologuing forever and just saying everything. They had fun with it, and you can tell they did. Number 6, Straight Outta Compton. This movie had a lot of hype around it, and to me, I was like a little bit iffy trying to see it. But when I did, I walked out of the theater going, damn, that was a good movie. And I think it's again one of those surprises. At least it was for me going in to see this movie, and that's why it deserves to be on my top 10 list. Number 5. Oh, please don't get angry with me, guys, but I'm gonna have to put it here, and that is Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I'm not saying that these other movies are, you know, better than this movie. Like I said in the beginning of this video, all these movies are on an equal playing field. Star Wars, to me, it was a great movie. It had probably one of the best combinations of CGI and practical effects, great acting from the old cast and the new cast. The only problem with it was that it was a little bit too much of the same thing that we've seen from the older Star Wars movies, and the ending to me necessarily was not great. It was, you know, it was okay. It was pretty good. You know, it was good. It wasn't the best, but it was also not surprising the way it ended to me. Number 4, Everest. Guys, I've never driven 45 minutes to go see a movie, but I did for this one. And I'm glad I did. I went to go see this movie in 3D, and even though I hate 3D, this movie still looked freaking beautiful in 3D, and I loved it for that. Number 3, The Hateful Eight. Pretty much the last movie to come out of 2015, and I saw it the other day. Ah, man. Great cast, great acting, great cinematography. Just overall, just a great movie to watch. I'd watch it again as soon as it comes out on Blu-ray. Number 2, The Martian. I wanted to see, as soon as I saw the trailers for this movie, I wanted to see it. And when I saw, guys, I mean, this is like a heavily emotional movie. It's like a roller coaster ride. There is highs where it's like, yes, this guy's gonna make it. And then there's like downs where it's like, holy shit, how is this guy not dead yet? And I loved this movie because of that. Number 1, Mad Max Fury Road, guys. I had this movie on Blu-ray, and I watched this movie pretty much like at least twice a week. And it's one of those movies that you can watch it over and over again, and it still gets better and better every time, because you probably miss something the first few times you've watched it. And you know what, guys? It pretty much had another great scenes where, you know what, they use a lot of practical effects, and I loved this movie for that, because it's a lot of the times you couldn't tell what was real, but sometimes the over-the-top moments were the ones that were CGI, but even the ones you thought were, they surprisingly weren't. And to me, that's what makes this movie number 1 on my list. However, like I said, this is an even playing field for all these movies. I like them all. I would want to see them all again. So guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, by all means hit that like button, support the channel, Subscribe if you're not already. If you thought this video completely sucked, there's a dislike button right down there for you to press. And 2016, guys, a whole new chapter in movies to come our way, and we're gonna have fun reviewing them, guys. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.